Ronnie's got college buddies and he's got high school buddies. He's got two really good brothers. But when he chose his best man for his wedding, the best man was Ron Paul. So when my brother Rand got married, maybe y'all heard of Rand? Well, Rand had friends from high school. He had friends from college. He had friends from medical school. He had two really good brothers. But the best man was Ron Paul. And then I got married the week after I graduated from medical school. And I had some great buddies from medical school. I had some great buddies from college. I had some really, really, really good buddies from high school. I had two really, really good brothers. But by far, the best man is Ron Paul. I hope y'all enjoy the evening tonight. I'm going to introduce next Jeremy Blosser. He's going to come out and talk to us about delegates.
I'm here real briefly to talk to you about becoming delegates for Ron Paul in Texas. Everybody here wants Ron Paul as president, am I correct? You all know you need to vote in the primary on May 29th for Ron Paul, correct? Alright, what most of you know by now is that winning is not voting in the primary by itself. We also need delegates.
That's right.
In Texas, we need about 5,000 people as delegates to elect Ron Paul as our nominee.
Woo!
Are there 5,000 Ron Paul supporters in Texas? I thought so. You all know the primary is May 29th. You may or may not know conventions are ongoing right now.
Yep.
County conventions in Texas are this Saturday, 3 days from now, and then the next Saturday, the 21st. Y'all are from different counties, you're from all over Texas. Your county picked which date it'll be. Some of you it's 3 days, some of you it's 10 days. We know the answers, we will hook you up. If you don't know what you're doing, it's fine. We just need to find you. The way we find you is a few things you can do for me. First of all, take out your cell phone right now and text Ron Paul, Texas, all one word, to 41411, like the banner says. The number is 41411. The message is Ron Paul, Texas. That'll let us find you, all right? It's going to reply. It's going to ask you for your name and your county. Give us that if you can, because what we all got to do next is put you in the right place. You're not all from Fort Worth. You're from all over Texas. We have people all over Texas. We're going to put you where you need to be, but we have 3 days. So help us help you. Last thing I need you to do, if you can, go all the way, fill out one of these clipboards going around, give us your info. That's the best way for us to put you where you need to be right now. All right? Please don't leave without doing that. If you want to support Ron Paul, if you want to see him as a nominee, this is how it happens. If you wait till May 29th, somebody else is going to go vote for you and you don't know who they are.
That's right. That's right.
All right, that's me, that's delegates. I hope to see you all back here in Fort Worth, Texas, ladies and gentlemen, for the Republican Party Texas State Convention. Next, I'd like to introduce Amanda and Stacy. They are with Youth for Ron Paul. They are the chapter president and vice president.
Youth for Ron Paul at the University of Texas at Dallas. Good evening, everybody. My name is Stacy Chen, and I'm the Vice President. It is our honor and pleasure to be hosting this event for the DFW Metroplex, and we're so excited to see so many of you out here for the cause of liberty. That make this possible for us, most notably Ron Paul Dallas 2012. Thank you guys so much. It means a lot to us to be a part of this movement and revolution towards the restoration of the American dream.
Yeah!
We are proud to present the man, the myth, the legend, Dr. Ron Paul.
Is alive and well in Texas. Thank you for that very nice welcome. I want to thank Stacy and Amanda for the introduction. I want to thank my family for being here and my son Robert for giving us a very nice introduction, and Jeremy tipping you off about the details of how you win elections and get delegates. That's pretty important. To me, like, freedom is still very popular, and I'm glad of that. You know, I think one of the candidates, I can't remember his name, but I think he dropped out of the race yesterday. In the last day, I was asked quite frequently by the media, what does that mean? I said, well, there were 12 at one time, we're down to 3. It looks like we're cutting the field down. Well, then they follow up and they say, when you're going to quit? And I said, I thought we were just getting started. We have a revolution to fight. We have a country to change. We need to change what's going on in this country.
Yeah.
We might as well wait. We might as well get our balanced budget before we quit this kind of stuff. No, there's a lot of enthusiasm, and I welcome the enthusiasm and the encouragement, because there were a few years when I would go around the country talking about the same issues, and the crowds were a little smaller, and they were always polite. But the crowds now, people, when they ask about when are you going to drop out, I said, well, when nobody wants to support the cause of liberty. I said, but in our case, we don't have a $4 million deficit in our campaign. Our numbers are growing. And the money's coming in, so I take that as a stamp of approval that there's a lot of people who care about freedom, and freedom is still popular. So we will keep going until we have victory. It is great to see the enthusiasm and so much support from the young people. You know, there was one time in the 1960s they used to talk about the young people. They would say that if you were 20 years old and you weren't a liberal, you didn't have a heart. But they also said that if you were 40 and you didn't, and if you weren't a conservative, you didn't have a brain. But I say, why can't you have both and believe in freedom and the Constitution? Going on, especially here in the last several years. Things have changed quietly and steadily in a positive way. Although over the last 100 years it's been pretty much downhill for the cause of the Republic. We have undermined our Republic. But in the last 4 years,
something dramatic has happened. There was a campaign 4 years ago. There was a lot of people paying attention. There was a lot of interest. But all of a sudden, something happened. Many of the things that we have been talking about and warning about, especially the Austrian economists, talking about, the danger of printing money and running up debts and doing all these things, and what would happen, we'd have a financial crisis and watch out for the housing bubble. When that came about, all of a sudden the people started saying, that's what these Austrian free market economists have been talking about. Let's talk more to them, and this is what's happening. The people are paying attention. Who would have ever dreamed that 5 or 10 years ago that we would ever make the Federal Reserve an issue in the presidential campaign? Let's win the election and we'll end the Fed. Actually, next year would be an appropriate year. The Fed's been around for nearly 100 years, 1913, and they destroyed 98% of the value of the 1913 dollar. So let's not let them do the 2% left. Let's have next year, let's have a bill to repeal the Federal Reserve Act as a celebration. It has impressed me very much going to the college campuses and talking to people, how many people now understand exactly what the monetary issue is all about. And they understand by looking at a little bit of history and why the founders warned us about the money issue and why they put into the Constitution that the government, the Congress could not print money. They could only use gold and silver as legal tender. That's all they should do. Only gold and silver. Of course, we didn't follow those rules, and by the fact that the Federal Reserve can print money and create money at will, and they buy up debt, what do the politicians do when they can accommodate the big spenders? They spend a lot of money, they run up the debt, they tax to the maximum, they borrow to the maximum, then they still don't have enough, and they have this ravenous appetite for big government, so then the Federal Reserve comes in and accommodates the big spenders, and they just print the money, and lo and behold, it destroys the value of the money. Now, some people say that's difficult to understand, but more and more I talk to people in